At long last, the day of the Horde. Oh, day 14 is upon us. Hello, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed the 1.4 series that dropped in between the last episode of the 2.0 and, of course, this episode here. Let me know what you thought of it. But yeah, it is day 14, and we still have an absolute ton of work that we have to do. We have to get this base as buttoned up as we possibly can. This is going to be the majority of our day, is just buttoning this thing up to concrete level wherever we still have concrete to go. I actually need to go dig some more stone so I can try to make as much more concrete as I can before the end of the day. We will literally be upgrading blocks until the Horde Night begins at 10 p.m. We're not going to have any time for anything else today, but I do still need to also craft armor, and I also need to take perks with my different points and stuff here. I did spend some in the night, but I was going to wait and then see what else I actually had to kind of go on as we went here. So I probably have more than that now because I'm well close to gaining the level here. We need to take an armor point. I still got to figure out what actual armor type I'm going to do. So we still need to take a type of armor. I actually spent points here to get more. I got the professional boxer and I got the next level of lightning hands up to haymaker here. So my fists are now that much faster, that much better. I have 7 beers for Horde Night. That's all we have. And we have level 2 steel knuckles. We're going to basically just have to kind of do what we can because we don't have a chemistry station, so we don't have the ability to brew beer, so there's nothing that we can do there. I could take another level of a machine gunner perk. I do have an AK that we'll be using for Horde Night as well. We could do something like that. We could also take something like Deadeye. Well, actually, no, we don't because we need more perception. God. Oh, my God. But we do also need more perception so that way we can get more salvage operated. Like, we still need so many different things, but I'm trying to focus on what we need ahead of Horde Night. I think that that's the most, important thing that we have to focus on. But for now, like I said, the most important thing is, well, we just finished upgrading all of this to cobblestone here. Everything around the entire perimeter is now up to basically standing room for the zombies. It is now upgraded to wood, at least. So we're a third of the way there. It was a pretty uneventful night, except for the time when like 4 feral screamers showed up, and then a wandering horde, I'm pretty sure, showed up at the exact same time. Otherwise, progress is moving along basically as quickly as we are able to. We also have a ton of traps that have to get deployed, but I want to wait until we upgrade everything and are ready to kind of button ourselves into the base for the night before we really get to that. So, step number 1 today, we are going to head down and dig up some more stone. And I'm just kind of digging out the foundation of this Horde Night structure here to continue to get more stone. Once we get more stone, we're going to set about making as much more cement and concrete mix as we possibly can. Then we're just going to go back and keep upgrading and ad nauseum until 10 p.m. So you're not going to see a lot of footage until the end of the day. Alrighty, while we're home here, we may as well actually get set on our armor stuff. I decided on biker stuff, mainly because we're going to get a melee bonus when we do this here. And the entire set gives us an increased armor rating as well. And I think there's something else. Yeah, max health we get increased on this, which is nice. Stun resistance, which is nice. We'll be in there fighting with our fists. We're going to need like a lot less stuff and less stamina with melee weapons too. I mean, it's a great set overall, I think, for the brawler character. So yeah, we're going to go ahead. Actually, I got to cancel these for the Mo and go in here and just bam, 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 bam. And build up all of our biker stuff there. And then last but not least, we are going to take a level of this here, reduce medium armor movement penalty by 15% and stamina penalty by 10, reduce durability use by 15%. I mean, we need to beef up this armor as much as we possibly can as well, which is going to be really, really great. I mean, it's only level 1 armor, which is the really, really crappy thing about it. I really hate that it's kind of so bleh. I really wish it wasn't quite so bad. I'm not going to keep most of these other pieces of armor. I'll keep this one because of the bartering bonus to it. And there was one other one, like, yeah, like, increases run speed, like, you know, like some of this stuff, yeah, increases rifle damage for the farmer gloves. I mean, but we're going to basically probably sell most of the rest of that stuff, and that's fine. I've got lots more armor parts. We can make a lot more armor, which is really, really great. I'm not that worried about that. We should also still be building traps out of the rest of our forged iron, please and thank you. Yeah, once these hatches are done, we'll go get these installed over in the thing, and we're going to go throw these on the mini bike here. I mean, my movement, I could definitely tell my movement's a little bit less, but, you know, I mean, it's going to make me that much more effective with the fists in terms of just punching zombies in the face, which is kind of what I really, really need now. So armor is all set. We've also got all of our weapons set. We'll come and collect everything that we're going to need for Horde Night a little bit later as it gets later in the day. For now, back to upgrading. Sigh, I heard you. God, why with the frickin' feral screamers, man? I know, I've got all my stuff, like, churning over here constantly, but holy cow, go away! You dead? No. Now you are. Is that it? There's usually, like, 40 screamers that show up all at once. I can't believe it was just one. Anybody else? Oh, there's some. Where'd you guys come from? Hello? Man, these Nucks with those new levels in Brawler really, really hit. Okay, wow. That's all of our second levels all buttoned up there. And yeah, the thunder has started. The thunder has started. We got all of our second levels completely buttoned up with concrete, and we still actually have a little bit more, and we've got more making. So I think, you know, it was a race to the finish. I mean, some of my floors aren't done. Some of these floors, like, coming in aren't done. I'm not really that concerned about that. I mean, the biggest thing we might see tonight is a cop that might, if I don't kill it fast enough, might boom boom and take out some of the cobblestone or something like that. I mean, if it happens, that happens. Big deal. I'm not really that worried about it. I can only do so much with a nail gun. Also, I gotta make sure I don't forget to actually fill these two sections in here, because we desperately, desperately need to. We are still building iron spike traps. Yeah, let's copy here. Booyah, booyah. And we'll just go ahead and upgrade these, because when we come back over here, we will come back over from the main base once we've completely finished preparing, and then we will, you know, make our way into the kill box there to get ready for the advancing hordes. All right, all of our traps are officially deployed. So that is also ready as well. Because of the plates overlapping this nonsense, because I hate that little cover up on the ground, I actually can't put them here. Also, please, please do ignore the fact that they're all floating. Just because we have a half of a block in the middle of the thing there for when we eventually have the electrical traps. Although, I'm not going to lie, I kind of been rethinking my base design here, and we might actually go with something a little bit different than this design in the future. But that's all we could do trap-wise as far as the base goes. I mean, we could put more traps like all the way around it and things like that, but I'm honestly not all that concerned about it. I do have a very strong feeling that we're going to end up not in the Horde Night base fighting by the end of the night. I'm pretty sure we're actually going to end up out amongst the zombies, like actually taking them out. We've actually still got a lot of traps left, which is great. And yeah, like I said, we're just going to basically update as much stuff as we can between now and the start of Horde Night. And we're going to get our hatches in place. We've got food, we've got drink, we've got beer, we've got honey, we've got meds. We've got pretty much everything that we could possibly need to go here. So we go ahead and head. I gotta finish this basement. I've got so many things I gotta finish yet. Here we go. Time to pill up. I can't forget, because I'll forget otherwise.